Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to set up your calendar. So from the dashboard we want to go to settings and then go to calendars. Alright, and the first thing we want to do here is click on the blue button here that says create calendar, which is on the right side of our screen. And then we want to select round robin, so just select that. And then now you should be able to have this pop up right here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do here is add the calendar name. And then if you want to add a little description to your calendar, you can definitely do so by clicking this button right here. So you can just go ahead and type a short description about what the call is going to be about. And if you don't want, you can definitely just skip this. And then the next field here is selecting team members. So if you click this drop down, you should be able to have that option where you can select the team member that you want to assign the calendar to. But if you're the only one, just go ahead and select yourself. And then the next here is adding the custom URL, so you don't have to overthink this one. What I usually recommend is just adding the abbreviation of your business name and what the call is about. So for example here, I'll do something like this, nothing too complicated. And then next we have the meeting duration. So the meeting is just going to be 30 minutes, so I'll leave that as it is. And then we have here the booking availability, where you can add your weekly available hours. So if you want to include Sunday and Saturday, you can just go ahead and tick those boxes. And if you want to remove some of the weekdays, just go ahead and untick those boxes. And then once you've added your availability here, just go ahead and click on confirm. Alright, so once that's created, it's gonna show up right here. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like if we edit it further. So you want to click on the three dots on the right side and then click on edit. So first thing we have here that we didn't have before is adding your logo. So here's the area where you can add your business logo. And then if you scroll down again, here's the description area where you can add a little bit of description if you want. And then further down here is where you can add the meeting location. So if you're going to be using Zoom for these appointments, you can just go ahead and click on this drop down and select Zoom. So my Zoom account is not connected on this account, but if you already have your Zoom account connected, you should be able to have that option. And then Google Meet, if you already have your Google account integrated, you should be able to select it in here. And if you want to do a phone call, all you have to do is select that in here. And then lastly, we have here the address. So if you have your address added to your business profile, let me go ahead and show you real quick where that is. So this is the area where it will pull up that information. So this area right here is going to be automatically populated by the address that you've added in your business profile. So once you're done here, just go ahead and click save at the top. Alright, and then the next area here is your availability once again. So here's where you can actually go in and customize your available hours. So you can even add a more specific times in here. So all you have to do is click on the plus icon and you'll be able to have this option right here. So again, if you don't want Sundays showing up as available, just go ahead and untick those boxes. So moving down here, we have the meeting interval. 30 minutes is pretty much the standard. So this is the meeting interval availability that's going to show up on your calendars. So if this is set to 30 minutes and you're available from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., the available times that's going to show up as available is going to be 8, 8:30, 9, something like that. And then we have the meeting duration. Again, this calendar is for a 30-minute consultation call. So this is going to be 30 minutes, but you can definitely adjust this depending on your preference. So next we have here the minimum scheduling notice. Again, this will depend on your preference. You can definitely set this from 2 hours up to 24 hours. So next we have here the date range. So here's where you can adjust or add the number of days that you want your availability to show up. So if you put in here 3 days, your calendar is going to show up only the available slots over the next 3 days. Next, we have the maximum bookings per day. So again, this is going to be up to your preference. And then the maximum bookings per slot, which by default is just 1. And then lastly, we have here the pre-buffer and post-buffer time. So if you need some time to get ready before your next appointment, you can definitely add your buffer times in here. So once you've set your availability preference, make sure to hit save at the top right here again. Next area right here is we have the forms and payments. So this one you can also leave as default. So we have the default form here which asks for their contact details, and then we have the consent checkbox. So we'd highly recommend to leave this toggled on. And then we also have here the thank you message that you can just leave as it is, or if you want to customize it, you can definitely go ahead and do so. So that's pretty much it for this page. Moving on. So every time you make changes, you have to make sure that you're hitting save at the top so that you're not losing any of your progress. So moving on, we have the notifications and additional options. So if you want the contact or the person who booked the appointment to get a short acknowledgement email about their appointment, you can definitely go ahead and do so by clicking this box. And if you also want to go ahead and receive the notification about the appointment, you can also tick the box here where it says assigned user. So moving down here, we have the cancellation and rescheduling. So you can add an expiration to the rescheduling link and the cancellation link in here. So the additional notes, you can also just leave this as it is. So moving on to the last step is where you can add some customizations to your calendar. So if you want to add your branding colors to your calendar, here's the area where you can do it. And if you want to see the progress that you've done here on the brandings, you can go ahead and quickly take a look by clicking on preview widget right here. So once you've added your personal preferences to your calendar, make sure to hit save once again. So that's pretty much it for setting up your calendar. If you guys have any questions, please let us know in the group. We'll see you there.